Once upon a time, I promised myself that I would never make videos about hair because many of you may not know this, but natural hair videos is what got me started on YouTube. And the reason why I never wanted to make hair videos is because I felt like they were overdone and there were so many of them on the internet, and that when I started a YouTube channel, this was just not really the direction that I wanted to go in. Fast forward, I now have this YouTube channel that's almost 2 years old, and it's about self-love and self-care. As you guys know, we talk about different issues in life. We talk about relationships, we talk about health, we talk about fitness. And I realize that hair is a part of that. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about my hair and my desire to semi-freeform my locks and why I've always struggled with that. So this is my second set of locks. I had my first set of locks for 7 years, from 2006 to 2013. After I gave birth to my daughter, I started feeling like my hair was getting a little heavy, a little longer, and I just wanted to change. So I cut it off and I wore my loose natural hair for a couple of years. And I started missing my locks, so I realized that with my loose natural hair, I would often have it twisted. Or that's it. It was always in twists. So I'm just like, you know what? Let me go back to locking. Locks are also very low maintenance. They can be high maintenance, but I find it mostly low maintenance. I So I started my locks again. This time I started it myself, which was very empowering, and I started them with 2-strand twists. Now I am 3 years in, so right now I have a pipe cleaner curl set. It is not retwisted. So I finally accepted that I was obsessed with like retwisting and like having laid edges, and I've always gone back and forth of wanting to wear like messier hair or more free hair, as in freeforming, but I struggle with freeforming, but I really want to do it, and I'm always looking at freeform photos, etc. So what does freeforming have to do with self-love and self-care? So freeform locks are basically locks that have not been cultivated to look a particular way. So even for me, like, I did not start my locks freeform. If you start freeform, it means you just leave your hair alone, your natural hair, and you let it do what it does. So it's very free. I'm interested now in a semi-freeform, which is not retwisting as often and just letting my hair do its thing. I love wash and goes on locks, and now I also love curls on locks. And so I do like, a together look, and I'm just going to acknowledge that. But I do find a lot of freedom in just letting locks be. And I also find a lot of freedom in looking at pictures of other folks on Instagram, especially. There's so many great Instagram freeformers. Shout out to those folks. There's so many of them. I can't name them, but I look at a lot of these freeformers or semi-freeformers, and even the ones who, like, their locks are snatched. Sometimes I want a snatched look, and I'm telling myself that that's okay, but I also want to experiment with this freedom. So like now I haven't retwisted in a couple of weeks. I'm trying to go at least a few months while trying out different curl styles. And I think the connection between freeforming and self-love is this: if I let my hair just be free, just really do what it does, especially as a Black woman, there's a sense of freedom in that. There's a sense of saying, I love my hair, I love the skin that I'm in, and it doesn't have to fit into this thing. I also love to experiment with my hair, so I'm still going to be styling and trying out new things, but I really want to see how long I can go with semi-freeforming. And I say semi because I will retwist again. I know that I will, but I don't want to retwist as often. And so yeah, so I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited to document some of my hair journey on this channel, specifically because I don't see myself as a hair vlogger, but I am all things hair too. I love talking about hair, but like, I'm not going to do like hair tutorials, or like, I just don't really see myself doing a hair tutorial. But I can show you like what my hair is doing or what style I'm rocking. I can talk about locks and the Black community. So both of my children are also locked. My son is locked. He's 4. My daughter is also locked. She's 6. And so, you know, I love watching their locks too. It's just amazing to see how the hair shifts and change and evolves. And one thing that I love about locks is it really teaches you about patience, like really being patient with your hair, being patient with yourself. You see how the hair changes over time. It's really fascinating. I also like to experiment with color. I haven't colored in a while, but I've had honey blonde, I've had purple. The purple has pretty much washed out now. Now I'm interested in trying colors that are not actual dyes because they have a lot of those. There's hair chalk, there's all this stuff. So basically, this video was really to open up the conversation about free-forming and semi-free-forming. For those of you out there who do rock your natural hair and you are locked, do you freeform or do you semi-freeform? And if so, why? If not, how often do you retwist? And to those of you who may not be interested in locks, my hair is also a huge part of my self-love, and I'm very unapologetic about that. And the politics of hair and Black women don't seem to be going away anytime soon. But I hope to make a follow-up video just letting you know how this semi-freeform journey is going. I will be trying out a lot of curl styles, a lot of braid outs, a lot of twist outs. And the next style I'm going to try is actually, this is what makes me excited. So I envision this style where you do a 2-strand twist. You twist 2 locks together and then you fold it up. And then you put a rubber band on it to create like a lock pedal look. If you don't know the lock lingo, that may sound insane to you, but I plan on showing you guys that style next. And instead of fighting my fears, like, I don't want to talk about hair, I don't want to have a hair video, I'm talking about hair. See you guys next time. Follow me on Instagram, Self Love Life 101. Follow me on Facebook, Self Love Life 101. Twitter, Self Love Life 101. Peace.